What's going on? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Friday. The day a lot of people been waiting on this Friday. I am Tiffany, Empire Impact Ignite. Major shouts out to the Creme team, to the owner of Creme de la Creme, Tamika Lachey. I just felt like shouting her out. I feel like wearing my shirt today as well. Major shouts out to the whole team up there. They definitely operate in a level of skill and excellence and talent up there here in Columbia, South Carolina. Now, it's Friday. I did a whole shout out. Ain't no telling what I'm about to say. It's For Real Friday, but I wanted to have y'all think yesterday, and I was going to call that Think About It Thursday. I never had a chance to come and share, and I was going to remove the Think About It draft. And I said, you know what? I don't have to remove that. I can do a 2-for-1. I can do a 2-for-1. And it could be Think About It Thursday and For Real Friday. All at the same time. Because you know what? It's a lot of topics that need to be hit on and talked about. And it don't matter what we talk about, what the conversation is, what's going on, what day it is. We're going to have to think. We're going to have to understand that a lot of things is dealing with mindset, the mindset of the individual, and perspective. And I believe that wherever our mindset is, it goes into how we look at a thing, how we see the thing. Like today, again, for example, it's Friday. And I could have very well said, no, I'm not going to talk about Think About It Thursday because Thursday is gone. And I will wait because Thursday got to come back until I talk about Think About It. No, we're going to think and I'm going to talk, because if we don't wrap our minds around understanding that we got to begin to think bigger, think outside of our normal regular thought process, allow our thoughts to be expanded, allow expansion to take place in our minds, because so many people they talking free, but they in prison, in bondage. And one thing I hate is bondage. I hate it on me. It don't look good on me. I hate it on other people. It don't look good. Being bound and in bondage, it just don't look good, and it don't feel good when you really feel like you trapped. And there's no worse place to be trapped than in your mind, okay? I just wanted to come on here, give an example of some things that I've seen. I am Tiffany, and on behalf of Dynamic Dance Community Development, we will have conversations and talk about different things that's going on in the community. I have young children myself, so one of the things that I did see today was, how is it that maybe an A and B student, AB honor roll student, now that they're in a different type of environment, meaning more virtual, why are they not performing as an A and B student? And I would like to share from my perspective as a learner. I was an honor student in elementary. I asked my grandma to take me out of that. I was a CP student as well. This is just me giving some perspective from a child I wasn't raised by either parent. That don't have nothing to do with your mindset. But I always wanted to take the easy route. But I always been a different type of learner. I was more of the child that would be smart but class clown. Teacher's pet, but my goodness, I might got to send her butt to ISS too. But one thing we got to realize, and one thing I'm noticing about these children now, and I've actually been entrusted to teach my teacher's class if she had to step out before. These are certain things that God brought to my remembrance, because I'm like, is it really that serious? Is education really that serious? And at this point, now that I'm older and a mother, I do understand that it is that serious. And it's different types of ways to deliver the information, and it's different type of ways we receive the information. So, meaning, if your mindset is only set to receive in a certain manner and it is not open to be able to receive what you need to get where you're going, then therefore there's a blockage and there can be a hindrance. And what I'm learning is, even though, and in the Word of God, it says these children, they will be, wiser and wickeder and different things like that, but they have wisdom. But sometimes in the wisdom and in the independence and all of the self-sufficient and all of it's my way or the highway that these kids can have, how do I know? I was the breaking of that type of child. Considering when you could be raised by your grandparent. They have to understand there's more than one way to do it. The goal is to get it done. And us as the parent or as the teacher or as the educator, we got to let them know that they need to think bigger, think outside of their way. I'll give you an example. Like I said, I'm a mother of 3. Each individual in my house learn different. They operate different. They receive different. But all of them are super smart. That's the goal. All of the intelligence, all of the wisdom, all of the know-how that we have inside of us, we have to know that it's more than one way to accomplish or achieve it, and allow that child to fine-tune or figure out how to do it. Us as the adults, sometimes we like to be overbearing and make it, or the teacher or the educator or whatever, oh, it got to be this way, XYZ, this way, that way, period. No, it is more than one way to learn. So once you open and unlock your mind, whether you're an adult or a child, then it gives you room to flourish. It gives you room to grow. What's going on, sis? It gives you room to grow. Good morning. Good morning. And if you do not do yourself the favor to be able to adjust and learn, unlearn, relearn, you're doing yourself a disservice and you're holding yourself back. It's not a sin to relearn or unlearn some stuff and begin to learn again, because I don't know about anybody else, but when I look at my kids, like, you can learn so much through the youth. And they can learn so much from us, but it's mindset. It's mindset. It's like you gotta be willing to try something. Like this morning, I was simply telling my son to take down something that was up high. I could have been like, oh, he can't do it. He's not tall enough. He's too short. He's too little. I said, you know what? I'm not gonna go on with that type of roadblock in my mind. Hey, you climb on everything else. They be all on the refrigerator and everything. You be sleeping, them children be all in your kitchen and everything. So I'm like, let me see if you can help me take this down. I didn't tell him how to do it. I didn't even tell him which way to go. And I watched my child use his mind. And I watched him think about how I'm going to do this. And he just began to pull on it. He didn't try to reach and say, oh, I can't reach and I can't undo that. As an adult, we could have took the thumbtack out and took it down all nice and neat. But he pulled and pulled. And then it popped down. And it happened to be a clean pop to where he pulled again. And it popped down. Then he had to cross over my kitchen sink, okay? And I could have been like, don't be crossing over my sink. Oh, you're going to fall in the sink. Oh, come this way. No. People got to allow people to begin to think and figure things out. Because what I learned is if we don't exercise our mind, if we don't use our abilities and mobilities to be able to get done what it is we need to accomplish and allow people the freedom to do it, man, everybody is held back. Everybody is literally held back. And that is a horrible, horrible place to be. So I just wanted to give some perspective, because after I watched my child do this little tightrope across the kitchen sink, and he was trying to make sure he ain't fall and hurt himself. But just to be able to see him strategize this thing. Because it's so many men and women, but definitely men, they quit or they give up, they walk away because they don't have no strategy skills. They don't have the ability to think and figure things out when the going gets tough, And I was putting yesterday, that goes into the fight or flight. When the going gets tough, you can look at it one or two ways. The tough get going. Like, we about to still go forward. We about to still keep it moving. And then some people don't have a keep it moving mindset. They got a I'm gone mindset. They have no fight. They have no strategy. They have no tenacity. They have no endurance. They just quit so easy. And we're going to have some real conversations so we can begin to sit back, evaluate, and look at this stuff. We can't just talk freedom. We can't just talk big. And then when a big opportunity come or a big situation come, you don't know what to do. You ready to run and tuck and hide your head, when at the end of the day, all you got to do is tap in and use your mind. Use the mind that the God that we serve a big God. We serve a big God that can do exceedingly abundantly above we can ask or think. And half of us are not even using none of the abilities that's inside of our mind. And I don't know what we're waiting on. I don't know who you waiting to give you permission to use your mind to get it done. Get it done. And when you don't have the ability to get it done on your own, then tap in. You can tap into beginning to, this is why you got to build your prayer life. But tap into other people that got minds that have been expanded in areas that yours have not been as well. Because what it will do is open your mind. It will open your mind. Now, I will say, while I'm saying open your mind, a lot of people's minds, they don't open their mind, but to the wrong thing. Opening your mind to the wrong thing could be a dangerous thing. So be mindful of what you open yourself to, but give yourself permission to think bigger. You know what I'm saying? Give yourself permission to think and just reevaluate some things, because some things we do and the ways we do them is because of what has been instilled in us. And sometimes I believe that as parents, the main ingredient of what that child needs, or maybe even what you have, somebody stole your main ingredient. Somebody stole the very essence of your uniqueness. And now you're not using it. And it's allowing you to stay and remain in an immobile place, like a stagnant place, a place that is not free. It is just bound. So I pray that as I come on here and share, that thoughts do be, begin to move, that you begin to think about certain things that I share, that are these real topics or even real conversations. What I want to be able to do is y'all submit certain scenarios to me so we can just begin to think how this could go, how that could play out if this happened, because certain scenarios and situations that happen to us in real life behind the scenes, and now it is affecting what we're doing, how we're operating now. And a lot of it is bondage, and it's holding you back. It's holding your kids back. It's just holding a lot of things up. And now it's time for us to break through, break free, y'all. We're wrapping up. This is the love month. We're wrapping up February. This is the last weekend of the month. Make sure you take time. I want to share a little bit about what you can look forward to, which I could share this for Monday, but since it's the weekend, listen. Look forward to, I done laid out my whole schedule. March is Women's Month. So y'all already know the goal is to do a lot of women empowerment, a lot of community development and youth development. So we going into March and we talking mindsets. Every Monday, that's going to be Mindset Monday. We're going to talk about mental health. I got a couple surprises in store as well. Also, Tuesdays will be Tell It Tuesday. I was gonna call it Tell It Tip, but I hate when y'all call me Tip. I really do. I don't like that, but I'm gonna tell it. We're gonna talk about it. So Tuesdays, that's what we're gonna do. Wednesdays is gonna be Women Crush Wednesday. So if you got a woman that you crushing on as well, then you can send me some information. Let me know what it is she doing so I can be shouting out the ladies. Women are crushing different goals, and I want to crush certain depression and fears and anxiety out of the women, because women have been held down so long. It's time for us to break free, break out, girl. And when you break out, you should be trying to get the next person out, period, point blank. Thursday, I know this God, because honey, I got a whole let me tell you, the Lord love y'all, because I done laid out a whole month of what we gonna do and talk about. Thursdays, again, that's going to be Think About It Thursdays. So it's going to be some things that we can think about, ponder on, And you don't have to be afraid to think. And then For Real Fridays, like for real, I can't believe that. For real, that happened. For real, that's for real. But through us conversating, and then we got Self-Care Saturday. So through these conversations, ain't no telling what I'm gonna really say, unless I get little tips and stuff right before it's time for me to come on. Then I'll go off that. But that's kind of what we're gonna do in March. It's a lot of breakthroughs I'm believing God for. We got the Come Up Conference March the 19th. We starting at 7 o'clock. We got some amazing speakers. As you can see, that is my cover. My cover is the Come Up Conference flyer. So if you don't mind sharing that, if you see it, share it. Save the date. We do also, well, that's March, but we do have Sign, Seal, and Deliver coming. Save the date, but that's in April, and that'll be April the 22nd and 23rd. I will share that flyer, but I'm super excited about what is in store for us for March. And March is Women's Month. So mindset is what we talking about, okay? Mindset is what we talking about. And I believe that a lot of women, as we break free, let me tell you, as we break free, we can set more people free, because women are multipliers. And when you in bondage, what are you multiplying in bondage? What are you multiplying? You know what I'm saying? So think about that. Y'all enjoy your weekend, enjoy your Friday. Somebody done got paid today, just got paid. Okay, make sure that you enjoy this day, whether the sun is out or not. Hey, this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us definitely rejoice and be glad in it. No, I ain't singing today, but I wanted to come on here and just share that. I love y'all. Think big. I am Tiffany, Empire Impact Ignite.